Hello and welcome to this gentle yoga flow. If you have a block or two and a bolster, I recommend having them, but if not, no worries. You can just modify along the way. We'll start in a seat, so if you want to sit on a block or a bolster to start with, it might feel nice. Close the eyes. See if you can tune into the physical body for a moment. Just noticing the breath move in and out of it. Seeing if you can relax your hips, let them settle down into the earth. Relax your belly, allow the air to flow in and out. Soften your shoulders. Relax your forehead. Drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And start to find your ujjayi breath in and out through the nose, soft constriction in the back of the throat, giving your breath a little sound, texture. And then with your ujjayi breath, when you're ready, we're going to inhale, press the chest forward. Maybe you keep your eyes closed as you lift the chin and lift the gaze. Find that seated cow pose. And then as you exhale, pull the belly button back to your seated cat. You can use the knees, grabbing the knees to really feel that tension with the arms, lengthening through your erector spinae along your back. Let's do it a few times. Breath to movement. Inhale, open. Press the belly, the chest, the heart up and forward. And then exhale, pull it back in, round, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale, open. Find that seated cow. And exhale to your seated cat. Inhale to a neutral position. We'll bring those hands up overhead, reach tall. As you exhale, twist to the right, bring your left hand outside that right knee. See if you can grab somewhere on that left leg. It might be closer or to the right leg, so it might be closer towards your right hip. And then reach your right arm up overhead and take a big side body stretch over to the left. Now keep your left hand on that right leg, bring your right hand up overhead as you recenter, and then see if you can grab your left knee with your right hand as you pull that heart space back, crossing the arms, finding that seated cat pose, but with this cross of the arms, stretching through the shoulders. And then we'll switch out sides, release the arms, bring them up overhead, open. Exhale, twist to the left, bring your right hand somewhere outside that left leg if you can, lengthening through the spine. And then keep your right hand on that left leg, reach the left hand up overhead, take a big side body stretch over. Now pull the belly button back, pull the back towards the back of the space, bring your left hand to that right leg. My lefts and my rights are all mixed up today apparently. Dropping your chin towards your chest, finding that seated cat pose with the stretching arms and shoulder blades. Gentle release, reach the hands up overhead, take a big inhale, open. And then as you exhale, let's find a tabletop position. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders in front of you. Start to move into your cat-cows if that feels good. Come to a neutral position, ground down into your left hand. While inhale, reach your right hand high up towards the sky, open. As you exhale, start to press your hips back, reach your right hand back, open, through the shoulders and through the hips. And then as you inhale, reach that right hand back up towards the sky. As you exhale, throw the needle, but keep it hovered. So reach your right hand through, over towards the left. Use the strength of the core to find that twist. We'll do all of that one more time. So inhale, reach your right hand high. Exhale, reach the hips back, right hand goes back. Inhale, reach that right hand high. Exhale, thread the needle. This time, drop your right shoulder down, drop your right ear down. I like to open through my left side body here, so maybe you reach that left hand forward, breathe into that left hip. And release, plant your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Inhale, reach your right hand all the way up towards the sky, open. Take some wrist circles here, one direction and the other way. Gently plant your right hand back down to the earth. We're going to tuck our toes underneath our feet, start to lift your hips up and back towards downward facing dog, but then we'll walk our hands back, finding ragdoll pose at the back of the mat. Keep the knees super bent so that this is more about the spine, less about the hamstrings, and kind of shake it out, sway it out if that feels nice. Come back through center and then one vertebrae at a time. Let's roll all the way up to stand. Shrugging out the shoulders a couple times. And then we'll inhale upwards so that reach the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We're going to find tree pose. So ground down into your right foot. Start to lift your left foot. Bring the left foot to the right inside edge of the leg. So either on the right shin or you can pull it up to the right thigh. Just don't press it onto the right knee joint. And take a few moments to find that balance. You can bring your hands wherever feels best for you. Lovely. Now let's slide that left knee all the way up. Find your half staff, reach the hands high. And then find that twist, right hand forward, left hand back, finding that balance. Maybe you bring your right hand to the outside of that left knee, find a little bit deeper of a twist. As you come through center, plant the left foot, bring both hands up overhead, inhale, reach. And then exhale, take that forward fold, dive over the hips, let it go. We'll twist the other direction. So maybe you bring a block underneath your hands if that feels good. Bend into your left knee, plant your left hand, and then reach that right hand up towards the sky. Same hand that we did our thread to needle. And bring it all the way back down. And then inhale, find your halfway lift, bring your hands to your shins or your thighs, reach through the crown of the head, find the strength through the lower back. Exhale, release, let that go. Inhale, upward salute, root to rise, reach tall through the fingertips. We'll switch out sides. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. This time, ground down into your left foot, find tree pose. At the back of the mat, bring your right foot to the inside of that left leg. It might be on the shin or the thigh. Just make sure it's not on that left knee joint, putting too much pressure into it. Lengthen through your spine and take a few deep breaths here. You might even play with closing the eyes off if the balance feels pretty good today for you. And slowly start to lift that right knee up. Finding your half staff, bring the hands up overhead. And then find your twist, left hand forward, right hand back. Bring your left hand to the outside of that right knee. Maybe you twist a little bit deeper into that, playing with the balance. You might want to bring a hand even to the wall if this is helpful for the balance here. And then we'll bring ourselves up through center, plant the right foot as the hands go high up towards the sky. Exhale, find that fold, release, let it go. Bring the block back underneath the hands if it moved. Bring your right hand to the block, bend into your right knee, and then reach that left hand up towards the sky. And release, bring the left hand back down, remove the block if it's there. We'll walk ourselves back into our tabletop. So keep those knees super bent and just lower them all the way down to the earth. Bring your right hand underneath the heart space. Inhale, reach that left hand high up towards the sky. Exhale, hips go back, reach the left hand back, open through the shoulders. Inhale, reach your left hand high. Exhale, thread the needle, keep it hovered. Swoop your left hand underneath the heart space over towards the right. Find that deeper twist. We'll do both motions again one more time. Inhale, reach your left hand high. Exhale, shift your hips back, reach the left hand back. Inhale, reach, lift that left hand up towards the sky. This time, exhale, thread the needle. We'll drop it all the way down. So drop your left shoulder down to the mat. Maybe reach that right hand forward, finding some breath in the thread. And release, plant your right hand. Inhale, reach that left hand all the way up towards the sky. Take a few wrist circles one direction with the left hand. And the other way. Plant your left hand down to the earth. Maybe walk the hands about a handprint in front over there. And now tuck your toes. Let's make our way into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Maybe keep a deep or a micro bend in the knees. Lovely. Now let's ground down into that left foot. Find three-legged dog, but that right foot might not lift super high. I'm just going to lift mine about parallel with the ground. Then start to move through the ankles. So take some ankle circles one direction with the right foot. And the other way. Now gently, slowly lower your left knee. So keep your right foot lifted, lower your left knee down to the ground. I know that takes a lot of strength and balance. And then kick your right foot right out to the side of you. Inside edge of the right foot drops down. Press your hips back towards your left heel. Find that modified child's pose here as your hands reach forward. Now you might sit onto a block or to a pillow or a bolster if this is feeling like too much. But if you want more, we'll spin your right toes up and walk your hands over towards that right diagonal corner. Opening up through the right adductors, breathe into this. And release. Walk your hands back through center. Drop the inside edge of the right foot down and then walk the hands all the way over to the left. We're going to find gate pose. So plant your left hand outside that left knee. Lift your hips and reach your right hand all the way up towards the sky. Now bring your right hand to the back of the head. Take a big inhale to lift that right elbow high and then exhale, tap your right elbow down. It doesn't have to tap anything. Just kind of find that length and twisting in the back and then inhale, reach the right elbow high. Exhale, tap it down. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach that right elbow high, reach the right hand up. And then stack your shoulders over your hips. Bring your right hand down to the right leg, lift up and over with that left hand, big left side body stretch. Lovely. Now bring the hands through center, reach both hands high. Just slide that right foot in, bring your right knee underneath. And then give yourself a big hug, right elbow on top of the left, and we'll inhale, lift open through the shoulders. And then exhale, bring the hips back and tilt your elbows to your knees. One more time, inhale, lift. And exhale, tap. This time, child's pose. Let's release the arms and swoop them back towards the heels. Let the forehead rest all the way down to the mat. Lovely. Now reach your hands forward in front of you. As you inhale, find your tabletop. And then tuck your toes. We'll make our way back to our downward facing dog. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Ground down into your right foot this time. Three-legged dog, but barely lift that left leg. So not a lot of action here. Take some big ankle circles with that left foot one direction. And the other way. Now, point your left toes, keep your left foot lifted. We're lowering the right knee down. I know that this takes a lot of oh, what is happening here in my body? But lower that right knee down. We're in our three-legged tabletop with the left foot lifted. And then bend the left knee and kick your left foot straight out to the side of the left hip. Inside edge of the foot drops down. And then press your hips back towards your right heel. So we're in this modified child's pose with the left foot kicked out. You might sit onto a block or a pillow, spin your left toes up if that feels good, and walk your hands over towards that left diagonal to get into those left adductors and breathe here. And release, walk your hands back through center. This time we'll plant the right hand right out from that right knee to the side of the mat. Lift the hips as you lift your left arm. We're in gate pose. Now trying to get into that twist to that lower back, bring your left hand to the back of the head. Inhale to lift the left elbow high. And exhale to tap your left elbow down towards the right. Couple more times, inhale, lift. And exhale, tap. One more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your left elbow, reach your left hand high, and then stack your shoulders over the hips. Bring your left hand to the left knee, reach your right hand up and over, big right side body stretch. And release, bring both hands up. And then we're gonna slide that left knee in to meet the right. Take a big inhale, reach the hands high. And then exhale to your tabletop. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Walk them a little farther forward and then tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Let's get off the knees and shake it out for a second. Find stillness in your downward facing dog. As you inhale, let's let the back of the heart space pull you forward. Find your high plank position. You might need to walk the hands a little bit farther forward. And then bend the knees to hover them off the ground. Roll your hips up and back, downward facing dog. A couple more times. Inhale, roll it forward, high plank. Exhale, roll it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll it forward, high plank. Option to keep the knees up or drop them and lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Meet the belly. Slide your hands forward, find your sphinx pose. Press the feet down into the mat, squeeze the glutes to open through the heart space. Now we're gonna go into our supine twist. So start to lift your left elbow. Slide your right hand underneath, drop your right shoulder down to the earth. Start to bend your left knee. And then slide your way, twist it open, so left shoulder drops back behind you for your supine twist. Open up through the arms. You might need to bring a block underneath that left knee if it's hovered up off of the earth, trying to bring the left shoulder close-ish to the ground. And breathe into your left hip, into that left IT band. And release. Come back through center to the belly. Bring your left foot back to meet the right. Coming back into that sphinx pose. Forearms down on the ground, elbows underneath the shoulders. Find that strength again here. Lengthen through the spine to open through the heart. Now let's take that on the other side. So start to lift your right elbow, slide your left hand underneath. Start to bend your right knee and then twist open. Let your right shoulder fall back behind you to your supine twist. Trying to get that right shoulder close to the earth. If your right knee lifts up off the ground, you might bring a pillow or a block underneath it. And we let it go. This time we'll find the back. So slowly twist and release all the way into the back. You might need to scoot yourself over to be on the mat, and we'll find a bridge pose. So plant your feet underneath your knees. Reach your hands towards your heels. Press into the feet to lift your hips all the way up towards the sky. Now, if it feels okay, we'll come into a one-legged bridge. So keep your left foot down. Bring your right knee towards your chest, and then kick your right foot all the way up towards the sky. Now, keeping your right foot kicked up towards the sky, start to lower those hips back down to the earth. Now reach your hands up towards that right foot. Lift your shoulders, grab behind the right leg somewhere. Maybe it's the ankle, maybe it's the calf, maybe it's behind the knee. And then slowly start to lower those shoulders down to the earth, finding a really, really gentle hamstring stretch here in that right leg. Beautiful. Slowly release. Keep that right leg straight. Reach the right foot all the way forward and down to the mat in front of you. Bring your left knee into your chest for half wind removing. So right foot's kicked right out in front of you. Pull the left knee into the chest. Give it a big squeeze. Bring your right knee to meet the left knee for full wind removing pose. Both knees are into the chest. And we'll find the other side. So plant your feet down onto the mat, setting up for bridge pose. Reach your fingers towards your heels. Press into the feet to lift your hips up towards the sky. One-legged bridge. Plant down into your right foot. Bring your left knee towards your chest and then reach that left leg up towards the sky. And then slowly lower your hips back down to the earth. Reach your hands up towards that left foot. Lift your shoulders. Use the core to find a grip somewhere on the back of that left leg. And then you're slowly going to let your shoulders drop down to the earth to find a super gentle hamstring stretch in the back of the left leg. Breathe into where you feel it. Gentle release. Let that left foot stay straight forward and down. Plant the left foot all the way forward. So left leg is stretched out in front of us. Pull your right knee into your chest for half wind removing. Give yourself a big squeeze here. Full wind removing, bring your left knee in to meet the right knee. And then if it feels good, you can find supine child's by bringing the hands to the knees and then pulling your knees towards your armpits, or happy baby if you can keep your lower back on the mat. As you reach for the outsides of the feet, pull the knees towards the armpits. Maybe you find a little bit of a rock here, giving yourself a little bit of a lower back massage. And we'll bring ourselves back together. Feel free to find any other postures or movements you need. But when you're ready, open up to your Shavasana pose. Let your arms and your legs go long. Maybe scoot your shoulders underneath the heart a little bit. And then we'll end with a big deep breath together. So take a big inhale through your nose to fill, lift, open, expand, hold there. And an open mouth exhale, let it go. Into Shavasana pose. If you have the gift of time today, I always encourage you to hang out here a little bit longer. When you're ready to move out, please do so gently, intentionally, carrying this presence, this peace with you as you move throughout the rest of your day. Thank you so very much for practicing with me.